Today's topic is Heavenly Tribal Messiahship. Heavenly Tribal Messiahship is actually, in order to fulfill it, what we are aimed to do actually. We want to become a Messiah, tribal Messiah. We want to become what Messiah should become. So Messiah is the person, two people who become one centering on God's love. This was never ever any couple, any man and woman couldn't reach that from Adam and Eve until now. And all the religion went to the point to welcome the Messiah. A Messiah is the one who establish God's lineage on the earth, where two people become one centering on God's love. We know this never happened. Two people become one, not centering on God's love, and that's why their spirit couldn't grow, their love couldn't grow, and there was a lot of pain and resentment. So how we can, and the lineage and this kind of relationship and resentment was transferred to all mankind, and we can see this world today. Now Messiah is here. Reverend Moon and Mrs. Moon fulfill the mission through their very difficult course and fulfill a mission of Messiah, true parents, heavenly true parents. So, and they now open the way for all people to do the same. So we have incredible grace and position of tribal Messiahship, so we can become Messiah for our tribe. So now let me explain who is our tribe, how we can fulfill, of course, how we can fulfill and help our tribe and ourselves to get there. So if we, as this is a blessed couple who receive blessing from Messiah, from true parents of mankind, so blessed couple already compared to this couple could connect with God's lineage. So the union was centering on God. But they still need to purify because there are many pollution in their body and blocking their love relationship and the relationship with their children, the relationship with their tribe. How we can do that? So, in order to, let me read now. Okay, so true Father said, first you must liberate your ancestor. You must know this. Then you must liberate your tribe. I also want to quote from True Mother of Mankind. If ancestors' liberation up to 420 generation is done, the paradigm of the world will change. Ancestor liberation should be done up to 420 generations to fulfill the mission of heavenly tribal Messiah. So now let me show you the picture. If this is blessed couple here, we have here blessed couple, and blessed couple has father, mother, grandparents, and they ancestor in spirit world. And so let's see how there are many generations, many couples here. It goes almost, each paper is like 7 generations, so it's go almost to 210 generations. If the couple liberate the ancestors, so until 420, basically they can, this ancestor can come and protect them and help also with their physical tribe. So now let me show you our physical tribe. So now let's see, we can see here, this is blessed couple, father, mother, and grandparents, and all the lineage. And we don't need to show all the lineage, but we can see here, this is my relatives here. So this is my brother and sister, these are my cousins, this is my aunts and uncles. This one passed away already, aunt and uncle. And this is my children, and these are other children of my relatives. So if I receive the blessing I am here as a blessed couple. And I work on liberation of my ancestor and blessing of my ancestor. They get purified, they get blessed, and they can come educated, and they can come down to help us. As you see here, there are these red, they coming to help me to purify more my body, or witness to the people attached to my body to receive blessing too. And also they come to if I go to my children, this is our second generation blessed children, so they live in different realms. If I bring my brother to blessing, so also his children are blessed living in other realm. For example, sister and brother were not yet blessed. Their realm is very polluted and difficult. So if my cousin receive blessing, so they are very light here, lighter compared to other cousins. And also their children are blessed children, they live in different realm. And here are children of my relatives, which doesn't have that bright protection. So now, so we need to do, this is the tribal messiahship, or not physical tribe, and this is a spiritual tribe, these are our ancestors. So to become heavenly tribal messiahship, actually, we need to, of course, we need to liberate people on the earth and let them receive blessing and purify themselves and connect to God's lineage. So if this is my relatives, so we see it here, but then let's look at possible liberation of the ancestor and their blessing. It's incredible, actually, number, a lot of people who can be blessed, liberated and blessed in spirit world. So, and they become the army which create a protective shield around blessed couples and helping them to do the tribal messiahship. They can come in the village and help to purify the village, centering on their relatives. So now let me summarize. Just let's do this one. So we are talking about heavenly tribal messiahship, and basically what will take you many years to do will actually take one day in Cheongpyeong, because Cheongpyeong Providence is the providence of the highest technology and to fulfill heavenly tribal messiahship. Let me explain it. So we have two parts to fulfill our heavenly tribal messiahship. So first, as True Father and True Mother mentioned, we need to liberate our ancestors. So the way is open to liberate our ancestors. Let's look at this picture. Liberate our ancestor until 420 generation of ancestors. So, and it becomes like husband and wife, 6,720 husbands and wife who could be connected to God's lineage, who could be purified, educated, and then they come down on the earth to help their descendants, to protect them descendants beyond time and space. So this is the liberation of the ancestors. But not only that, Cheongpyeong Providence also, because as we see here, we have here these attached spirits. From our ancestor will be liberated and purified, but basically attached spirits in many cases are the painful spirit, become resentful because our ancestor hurt them. So the sins of our ancestors are connected and disturbing us. So we need Cheongpyeong Providence enable to separate these spirits through Chanyang Yoksa session. So this is actually very important blessing and grace. So we need to work on liberating and purifying our spirits from our body parallelly with liberation of our ancestors. Liberation of our ancestors actually take 5 months process to be purified and completely clean up. So we need, during these 5 months, pray for our ancestors, making condition for our ancestors, and parallelly liberate the actually enemy of our ancestors, which are in many cases attached in our body or in our children's body, or husband and wife, or actually relatives. So now I was speaking about liberation of our ancestors and their blessing, and also separating attached spirits hidden in our body, which is actually secret. Many people are not aware about that. And then I want to speak about liberating and blessing our relatives who pass into the spirit world. I mean our uncles, or cousins, or sisters who pass to spirit world, because they are already in spirit world. So the way was open that they can be also liberated and blessed and educated. I want to mention here about the house of absolute good spirits, and about the wish papers, which speed up and are important also to make the work of spiritual world more better. Now I want to pass from witnessing to people in the spirit world, finally, to witnessing to people in the physical world. So first of all, family should establish, not the individual. Family need to establish Hundoke tradition, first and second generation, actually, or 3 generation, because when we do Hundok tradition, reading the word of true parents, God's word, so our ancestor, absolute good ancestor, coming for education to our children, and a couple come together, God can be there directly through our ancestors together. So this is how we can grow our spirits, our hearts, our relationship. But then I want to speak about gaining protection and support and cooperation from our absolute good spirits. Actually, we are not actually used to cooperate with the spirit world because we cannot see it. But the reality is they are there, they can be liberated, and we need to establish a relationship with them. Because if they are helping us and we somehow are not able to recognize or give them certain guidance and cooperation, they soon will be without energy like that. So we need to, on everyday basis, and in this book you can find, it was very clearly said that we need to find on everyday basis cooperation with our ancestor, reporting and deciding the strategies, how we can work, whom to witness first, and so on. Then finally, actually, if we establish all this, or we need to do it actually parallelly, but this is the key for witnessing to our physical tribe, our relatives, 3 people, 12 people, 430. And here if we want to speed it up, we can use the power of the wish papers. They are actually accumulated indemnity condition paid by true parents to help us if we are not able to make enough condition for our tribe, physical tribe, and with the help of second generation, because they are much more pure than we are, so they can reach our relatives. And finally, if we do all this, then we can build our own beautiful house and settle. But until we actually do all this, even we invest our energy and money to building the house and settle, looks like we can really settle and find peace with all this pollution around us. So this is today topic about our heavenly tribal messiahship, and I want to invite you to read more this book, because this book reveals a lot of secrets which we basically try to summarize now. And so thank you so much.